Hello, my name is Kiel Ecimovic with Contemporary Mortgage, and with me today is Terri Koubek.
Hi,
Terri.
How are you? Nice to meet you all.
So, there are a lot of things we've said about being a broker. Lower fees, lower interest rates, but also we have someone like Terri over here with extensive knowledge of the industry. What is one thing that you did that is very important to the approval process? You are the head of underwriting, right?
I was the head of underwriting for the largest S&L in Orlando. I was one of the first FHA underwriters to get accredited by FHA. And also I did the first renovation loan for FHA in Florida.
And she is one of the reps for one of the lenders that we deal with. So not only do you have multiple lenders that you can deal with when you go to a brokerage, but we have a bench with a lot of knowledge, and Terri brings a ton of it. She's always a phone call away. So if you have one of those situations where we're not so sure about, is that actually going to work? Well, she works with a lender that can make really anything happen as far as I can see. And we're going to talk about a few of those products today. But also you have that background where you can tell us, is this going to work? What can we do to make it work?
Right. You want to find the best way to get the best product for the best rate for your borrowers.
This is true. And you guys are also quick on the closings too. So it's not like it's
Yes.
one of those things like, okay, well, maybe we have a great knowledge base over here, but this lender is going to take 45 days to get it done. No, we can do this in under 30 days, no problem.
Yes, exactly.
So competitive on the rates. And of course, we can work with some of those outside the box situations, if you will. And you guys also do a number of things that not a lot of other lenders do. Let's talk about renovation loans. Not a whole lot of lenders are doing those. They just want to simply do the purchase deals or the refinances. What type of renovation loans do you do? I know they have the FHA loans and they have the conventional loan renditions of it as
Yes,
well.
you have FHA Streamline, you have an FHA 203K Full Doc.
Mhm.
We have Fannie Mae Home Style, the Streamline and the Full. And we have a department that puts everything together for you, and they get all the docs for the builder. One of the things that the realtors are worried about is they're not going to get paid until the renovation is done.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true. As soon as the loan closes, the realtors get paid, the broker gets paid, the seller gets paid, and then the borrower can live in the property, start making their payments, and we bring the house either up to code or do all of the improvements that they want to make on the house.
You know, I've worked with a couple of employers and they wouldn't pay them right away. So that was always a complaint that I always heard. So this is a way around that. So everyone's happy. You're getting that house. It's going to be fixed up. Everything's going to be compliant. As soon as there's a contract saying it's going to take this long, this is how everything's going to be laid out with the builder, if you will.
Correct.
And what kind of work can you get done on the house? A lot of people are thinking, okay, I need to renovate the house. I need to gut the whole thing. But you don't need to go that far, though. I mean, give me a couple examples.
You have from the beginning all the way to almost tearing the house down. You have to leave the foundation and the walls for Fannie Mae.
Mm-hmm.
But you can buy a house and totally gut it and redo it, take it from 1 story to 2 stories. Mm-hmm. On Fannie Mae, you can add anything that's attached to the property. So you couldn't add curtains because you can take those away. But if you want to add a kitchen, outdoor kitchen, a mother-in-law suite, go from 1 story to 2 stories, boat docks, anything. As long as you get the value, then that's going to work for a home style.
What about pools?
FHA, yeah, swimming pools. We do swimming pools all the time.
A lot of homes that don't have the pools that are on the market right now.
Exactly. So one of the things with FHA is there for the health and safety of your borrowers. So you can't do luxury items. Now, if they bought a house and the pool was broken, you could fix it, but you can't add jacuzzis and pools to FHA, where Fannie Mae says anything that's attached to the property, you can do.
And correct me if I'm wrong here, but my understanding is with these programs, when they do the appraisal, they're going to say this is how much the house is going to be worth after all the work is done. Versus, let's say, a cash out refinance where it's going to be, well, this is where the house is right now. Do you have enough equity?
Correct. And a lot of people don't understand that if you're purchasing a house, you have your contract from your seller. You also have a contract from the builder. So when you add those two together, that's your new loan amount, and that's what your loan to value is based on. If you were a first-time home buyer on Fannie Mae, you could go up to 97%.
And do you guys help anyone find a contractor, or is that something that's the onus is on the buyer?
We advise the buyer to go out. We don't have a list because then we're liable for the builder's work. I do have someone I work with that's local who's approved with us who does a lot of renovation in the area. So I've given that information to you.
And honestly, that's a disclaimer you're going to hear from every lender, and most lenders won't even give you any information. So thank you once again, Terri.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's somebody we know does good work, and they're very reputable. So let's see what else.
I threw this scenario at Terri earlier. Let me just throw this out there.
Sure.
Let's say, I need a new roof and I need new windows and new doors, but I don't need a whole lot of stuff. But I have these old trees just right hanging over the house. This house is kind of old. Could they be removed?
Yes, you could include that in there.
Okay.
Exactly.
If it all works out.
And
okay.
I imagine that if you were doing an FHA, if the appraiser mentioned that this was a hazard to the house, that then FHA would allow it.
Okay. See, this is the kind of nuance that you may be thinking about, but you don't know the answer to, and courtesy of your experience, you know these answers, so thank you very much. What else can we talk about, though, that makes you guys stand out from other lenders? How about with condos, non-warrantable condos? I think you guys deal with those as well.
Yes, we've added some non-warrantable condos. They can't be really too non-warrantable, but there's a lot of little issues that make it where you can't get Fannie Mae approval. One of the things would be like down around Disney. You have a lot of properties where most of the people own the condos, but they still have a rental desk in there because some people rent them out. And so with the agencies, that would make it a condo town. You can't do it.
Okay.
So as long as you're buying a condo for owner occupied or second home in that unit, it's not in a rental pool, you're not going to rent it out. That's something we can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't see that with every lender, that's for sure.
No,
I think you're actually the only one that we deal with that does that.
Yeah, I think so. It's something new we've started doing, just trying to help more people get into more houses.
And that's one of the reasons that the owner of our company has her on board, because he scours through everyone, all the other lenders out there. So we don't have, the same lender just offers the same thing over and over again. I mean, obviously there's going to be, you're going to offer the normal FHA,
VA conventional with very fast underwriting and very good underwriting.
Phone call away, actually, for what it's worth.
Exactly.
And you're quick on the text too.
Yes. I carry my phone with me everywhere.
Yes. And what else do you do actually for the community? You are the president of the FAMP of Central Florida?
Central Florida Mortgage Professionals.
Okay, so
yes.
Pretty well versed and immersed in the mortgage scene. So if anyone really knows anything, I bounce ideas off Terri often, to say the least.
Yes.
I know we've been talking for a few minutes. Is there anything that I may be missing here? I just wanted to articulate the point that she's in your corner, she's in our corner, she knows what she's doing, she's great, responsive, and she's going to help you make your dreams come true, whether it's buying your house, fixing up a house, or maybe getting an investment property. But
that's what we're here for, is to help home buyers get into homes. That's why I've stayed in this business for so long. I like helping people and helping my brokers find the right product for their borrowers.
Awesome. Thank you for coming in today. Appreciate
Yes.
it. I know you're very busy, and my gratitude, I don't know if I can express it, but thank you.
You're welcome. This was great.